discuss about probability. What is probability? We can assume some occurrence. I means assuming it become rain. Today, India won the match like this. Now, let us know what is probability. How can we assume a probability of some event? Today, observe students. First of all, how can we uh, know about probability? The first of all, the definition of probability was given by Pierre Simon Laplace in 1975. After he had given the definition, we all know about the probability. Probability theory had its origin in 16th century when an Italian physician and mathematician J. Cordon wrote the first book on the subject, the book on games of chance. The first book on probability is nothing but the book on games of chance. Here, this is Pierre Simon Laplace. Also, the three mathematical trio, James Bernoulli, A.D. Movia, Pierre Simon Laplace. These three among made significant contributions to the probability. After their contributions, it became a science. Now, we can know the terms. We are knowing about the terms which are using in probability. First of all, random experiment. What is random experiment? The chance of getting either is same, and you cannot say what you would get. Such an experiment is known as random experiment. That means when we toss a coin, the result is either head or tail, but we can't say the result. We can't say which is either which is the result is tail or head. That type of experiment is known as random experiment. Suppose you rolled a dice. If the result may be 1, 2, 3 or 4, 5, 6, whatever it may be, but we can't say what is the final result before make the experiment. This type of experiment is known as random experiment. The outcomes of random experiment may be equally likely or may not be equally likely. That means if when we roll a dice, if the result is 1, but the other results are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Now we know, we are knowing the term certain. That means something that must occur, something definitely done. Gandhiji's birthday may 2nd October. More likely, something that would occur with great chance. That means you are all very good students, so you will definitely pass in 10th class examination. That is more likely. Equally likely means something that have same chance of occurring. When we toss a coin, the result is either head or tail. Head and tail are equal chances, so they are equally likely. Less likely, something that would occur with less chance. That means you are very good students, you work hard, there is a less chance to fail the examination. Like impossible, something that can happen, cannot happen, that is called as impossible. In 10th class examination, you are very good hard worker, that is impossible to fail in that examination. Now, equally likely, see the definition. Something that have the same chance of occurring, that something that have the same chance of occurring, head and tail. More likely, something that would occur with great chance, it has a great chance, that is known as more likely. Next, less likely, something that would occur with less chance is nothing but less likely. Okay students, let observe this. Observe this example. Here raining in the month of March. In month of March, we are in summer. There is a less chances it's raining. So this is less likely. Raining in the month of March, less likely. Observe here, tossing a coin. When we toss a coin, the possible outcomes are either tail or head. There is equal chances to getting tail and head, So that is not, that is equally likely. Next, more likely. Cold waves in the last week of December. In December, we have winter season. So in December, cold waves in the last week of December, it is more likely. It has great chances to occur. Mutually exclusive events. This means if you tossed a coin, if the result is head, it prevents that tie. If you rolled a dice, the outcome of even number prevents odd number. Outcome of prime number prevents the composite number. They are known as mutually likely events. Two or more events of an experiment where occurrence of event prevents occurrence of all other events are called mutually exclusive events. Okay, if the set of all possible outcomes means when we tossed a coin, the head and tail are possible outcomes. When you rolled a dice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are possible outcomes. So these are all possible outcomes. The set of all possible outcomes is nothing but a sample space, exhaustive events. The set of all possible, I mean, two or more events are said to be exhaustive if the union of their outcomes is entire sample space is in the entire sample space is nothing but exhaustive events. Students, what is probability? Just we discussed about favorable outcomes, possible outcomes. When we toss a coin, there are two chances: either it is either we get head or we get tail. If choose head, when you can win. If it is head, you can win. So head is occurring, head is favorable outcome. Head and tail are possible outcomes. The probability means an event. Probability of an event is the ratio of number of favorable outcomes and number of all possible outcomes is nothing but probability of an event. Now let us see the formula for probability. Dear students, it's very important. All of you must learn about this formula. Probability of an event is number of favorable outcomes to E by number of all possible outcomes. Once again I repeat, P of E is equals to number of outcomes favorable to E by number of all possible outcomes. See example, when we toss a coin, what are all possible outcomes? Either tail or head. If we roll a dice, what are favorable possible outcomes? Getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are all possible outcomes. Number of possible outcomes are in that dice case 6, in that coins case 2. That is number of all possible outcomes. Number of favorable outcomes means if we want to get head, number of favorable outcomes is 1. Okay, let us see an example. Friends, find the probability of getting a head when a coin tossed once. Also find the probability of getting tail. If you tossed a coin, what is the probability of getting head? Okay, observe here, friends. We tossed a coin. What are possible outcomes? Tail or head? Observe students, all possible outcomes. When we tossed a coin, either T or a head, number of all possible outcomes are 2. Number of all possible outcomes are 2. Yes. Now, favorable outcomes of getting head. Favorable outcomes of getting head is H. Set of H. Number of favorable outcomes, how many elements are inside? Yes, 1. Number of favorable outcomes is 1. Students, let us remind the formula of probability. Probability of getting head. Head means H, P of H. Yes, number of outcomes favorable to H by number of all possible outcomes. Number of favorable outcomes, number of outcomes favorable to H by number of all possible outcomes. How many favorable outcomes? How many favorable outcomes? Yes, 1 favorable outcome. Number of all possible outcomes are 2. The probability of getting head is 1 by 2. Let us see another. Also find the probability of getting tail. Yes, favorable outcome for getting tail is number of T. Set of T. Number of favorable outcomes are 1. So probability of getting head P of t is equal to, here is formula, number of outcomes favorable to t by number of all possible outcomes. Number of outcomes to t is 1, favorable outcomes is 1, all possible outcomes is 2, so the probability of getting head is also 2. Students, if we have one favorable outcome in a sample space, students, in an event having only one favorable outcome in an experiment is called an elementary event. Elementary event means if number of favorable outcomes are 1, that is known as elementary event. The sum of probabilities of all elementary events is 1. In this any case, in our next video, in our next session, we can see the examples and how the sum of probability of elements event is 1.